Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation. Well, it all started when I played Terraria Master Mode Hard Mode. For those who are new to Terraria, let me explain. After I beat the Wall of Flesh, my world enters Hard Mode. I receive a lot of new things like new biomes, new items like souls, and new ores. Let's focus on these ores first. These will need to be mined for new tools, armors, and maybe weapons. But I need to use the hammer I got from killing the Wall of Flesh and break these things called the altar. I'll need to break at least 3 altars to get 3 different ores. After that, I will go down do some mining. I will need to mine based on the first ore I received it because the other 2 require the one behind it to be mined. Now, that sounds a bit annoying until I realized that hard modes introduce enemies that can one-shot me. Some enemies are unique. Some evolve to be stronger and deadlier. Some are new and ready to make me quit this experience. Some will question my insanity on why am I doing this.
Why would you die? Nanomachines, sir. They hide in response to physical trauma.
Eventually, I started to improve my character. From my armor, my weapons, to my accessories. I got more experience on how to handle these hard-nosed enemies, and as I thought things started to become easier, the world decided to drop some hard mode event for me to deal with.
Don't care, don't care, don't care, still don't care.
Oh shit! There be treasure! Yo ho ho! Walk that plank!
UAV online.
If you don't know, hard mode events are random events that spawn special enemies, and they can last for a while. The special enemies can be anything, but in my experience it was just pirates and they were annoying wherever I'm at my base. Though I managed to create a way to make things easier by digging a hole and I appear to do the opposite? I don't know why I did that. I think it was just an experiment, not realizing the bird can just attack me. Anyway, by digging a hole and dropping meteorite onto them safely, it was free money and free item. Some of the items they dropped were worth it. Like the black spot that let me mount a pirate ship and be able to fly forever. Pretty neat because I'm gonna need them for my next podcast. Beating these 3 mechanical bosses, and they are challenging. The Twins, the Destroyer, and Skeleton Prime. Unfortunately, I have to beat them all in order to continue. What's even worse is that each of them have cool moves that can slap me with. Like the Twin's Eye, it can either beam me to death or bomb me to death. Or the Destroyer can release a bunch of bugs just for me to try to squat it, not realizing the head is in front of me and one-shot my character. So, with trials and errors, I finally beat one of them, and another one, and finally defeat the last one. With all of them defeated, the world unlocked a new boss deep into the jungle. So I forgot to record the fighting between me and the new boss. Two bosses actually, and they were Plantera and Golem to be specific. All I can say is that fighting Plantera was a pain. I had to find a boat to summon it, and before that, I had to build an arena as well. It takes an entire real life day to build it, and I built way too big. Hostile enemies started spawning in and harassing me. For the Golem, it was an easy fight. Just getting there, however, was not, as it was located in a temple with traps and flying snakes. Wish I recorded the journey of going through the temple, but here's a clip of me beating the Golem after beating it in the temple. Whoops. So, let's talk about Lovecraftian. According to the Terraria wiki on the lore, rumors tells of a lunatic cult led by a fanatical zealot that is methodically seeking to revive Cthulhu to its former power and brings about the end of the world. This lunatic cult happened to be at the dungeon previously fought against Skeletron. That was why I needed to defeat Plantera to get the key to access to the temple to fight and defeat the Golem in order to spawn it. Anyway, there were 4 lunatic cultists doing some spooky and scary ritual. If I touched them, 2 of them will attempt to use a wooden bow on my character, who has honors that give me invincibility, magic that makes them taste the rainbow, and wings that can zoom around. Killing them and the other 2 who did panic chanting, however, will unleash the most powerful master, the one who wished to revive the Cthulhu, and the one who will do what it takes to do it. That lunatic cult was lunatic cultist, and this was in master mode, so this fight will be hard. Yeah, it wasn't that hard, but it did achieve its goal by summoning the 4 celestial pillars around the map. Each of it has a theme representing 4 different classes: melee, range, magic, and setting. Not only that, each pillar has special enemies. Enemies that could blind me, stab me, burn me, or visualize me. As I was writing this script, I forgot what pillar was my least favorite, but I will let my edit show you.
The next day.
So anyway, by defeating one of the pillars, they dropped fragments for me to use to make endgame weapons. These weapons were really good for dealing with other pillars. However, every time I defeat one of them, a strange message pops up. Very ominous message indeed. Once all the pillars were gone, a final message pops up and the screen starts to shake. Blurry vision and quiet noise. A sense of impending doom. Keep in mind that this was in master mode, and everything was harder. Also, earlier the lore mentioned of the Cthulhu, but in this game, Terraria Final Boss, it's called the Moon Lord. Due to frustration, I decided to make a space rock, minecart that tracks in the sky, and use it to fight against the moon lord. with a couple of tries, I defeated the final boss in Terraria. It was a hollow victory. Using the space shuttle gave me no glory, and I felt ashamed of doing it. I decided to not end my run yet, and fight it again without using the space shuttle this time. Now, that was a true victory. With this, it is considered the ending of the Master Mode run. I hope you enjoyed this video. It takes a lot of time to edit and effort to make it good. Goodbye, and see you in Fun fact about this video, this Terraria playthrough was finished last year, like in May 2021. I started working on editing in September, and I should have finished this earlier, but I got very lazy, and schoolwork got in the way. Also, this was a big project. I thought it would be like part 1, but it took more time and effort. Was it worth it? I just want to finish it in the big bang. I am not sure when I will get myself to edit more video, but probably soon, since I did take a year-long edit. Well, goodbye again, and see you in the future. Whoosh.